Coming up shortly, we got the WORX WA0222, the pole saw head, and it's the bush cutter, as you can see in the video already. This is a fantastic bit of equipment, so let's get straight down to it. Hi folks, and welcome back to the channel. So as you've seen earlier, we've used this little baby. Now this is the beast. And I will tell you straight away, that is the best tool I've had forever. It is brilliant. And that head is fantastic. This model is a WG186E 0.1. Yeah, clever, innit? Very, very useful tool. Those batteries, long life, fast charger with it. You've got eco mode. And the important part is the accessory you can actually use with it. Now this is what I wanted. This is basically a chainsaw attachment. Now we're going to go through, I'll show you how to set it up, because basically speaking it's pretty easy. But remember, before we start, these machines, tools, or whatever you want to call them, are very dangerous. So do make sure you have a nice hat, gloves, and some glasses. Okay, I think I might have broke mine just now. I stood on it. But apart from that, the important thing is, and if you're using it in trees as a chainsaw, it's a different kettle of fish. But this is the business. As for economic sake, if you're using it for cutting bushes and things, it will do this very easy. Now you just see me use it on this, and you can see what a good job it does. It's absolutely brilliant. And also, you've probably noticed I've been having a bit of a hack at the hedge. Now I did do this with the same trimmer, deliberately like this. But today we've got problems where it's just a little bit too high. And we need to get a shot of this, all right? So some of this has got to come out. So I'm gonna go down and trim it. But I'm not gonna show you the whole lot, I'll just show you bits and pieces. So first and foremost, let's get down to the setup. An essential part is the oil. This is chainsaw oil. It's special stuff for this particular model, allegedly. But apparently you can use almost any chainsaw oil you like. But it's important because this is the thing that keeps your chainsaw running. Now, just in case I didn't mention the number of this is a WA0222. A WORX attachment, basically a chainsaw. I'm not going to rustle around getting this all out the box for you. And there's your box. Now you get an extra long tube. Again, another one. And we're talking about a big beast here. This is like mega tall, all right? So it all joins together like this. And remember, you haven't even got the strimmer on there yet. It's just the one part. But you can actually use it with this one or join them together for going up big trees. So if you wish to be going up something like this, and you want a big tree, you can go up like that with this as well. So the attachment will all join together. Straight away, that's your cover to cover the blade. That's your tools. You do need them, by the way. So I'll quick run down. When this arrives from the factory, no oil in here. You have to put your oil in. This comes really, really tight, okay? Now you do have to adjust it backwards because you don't want it too loose and you don't want it too tight. You undo this with your attachment tool here, okay? Then all you need to do, the adjustment is here. So left or right loosens that chain, okay? Very simple, and that's easy to do. But remember, when it comes to you from the factory, it's solid. Now, as you can see, I've just believed that that's just enough. So he's just lifting. I think that's enough. It doesn't tell you really exactly what you need for looseness. But when it arrived, it was so tight, you wouldn't turn. But I believe that's just enough, all right? So if it just pulls out a little bit, and if you find that's a little bit too loose, you once again can tighten it up with this screw. So what we're going to do is pop some oil in there, and it does have a level maximum on there. So we'll fill him up and we'll get this beast going. Lovely job, innit? It's almost like using petrol. Best way really. The instructions say to make sure you've got your oil in it before you even run it. So that's now full. All right, folks. So we're all ready to go. On the end, there's a cover. You just take that off, okay? And then that attaches to your rest of it. So I don't really need it as long as they're showing it, but I might show you it full length just to show you it full length. Before we do anything, the important thing is, before attaching anything, remove the batteries, okay? So just remove the batteries. So it means the thing doesn't accidentally fire up. Once again, as you probably realised before, you just undo this at the bottom here, undo this, hold in the little silver thing and pull it out like that. And that's it, gone. Now, for a demonstration's sake, I'll tell you what, we'll do it full length out of curiosity. That just pops into there. They got your silver thing, just line it up with a hole, like that. So it's actually in. Tighten them up, and then we'll do exactly the same with this one. You just line them up, just pop them in, and then line them up with the hole, and that thing drops through. And then we just tighten them up on the other side. Okay, I mean, that looks like we're ready to go. Look how tall that is, folks. That's freaking mega. Right, now pop your batteries back in. Now obviously this is just demo for you folk, all right? Now you can see that is a long way, isn't it? Let's see how far we can get up the tree. Look. That's mega, isn't it? So let's give them a go. Hey, look at that. Right, so let's have a go. Let's take this one out. Fine. And there you go. It's that simple. Look, straight in. Great stuff. But I will tell you now, this weighs an absolute ton. There's no getting away from it, all right, folks? This weighs a ton. With that head on there and this, you really need to be a weightlifter, okay? This is, I'm just letting you know, because sometimes you never know exactly. But I'm going to tell you, it's heavy. The weight, this is great. I mean, it's well balanced. Without this shoulder strap, you'd be stuffed. We'll have another bit, because I'm not going to show you the whole lot, because there's no point. But you get the drift. We'll take this bit off here. Then just here, see? Look at that, that just flies out. So there you go, folks. So for £89, 2 poles and a head, for 89 quid, I don't think you're doing too bad. That generally, I think is a good price. Now I've looked at other ones on the net and it is around about that price. Now you can see that chain, it's wet with oil, and that's because that oil continuously keeps that chain wet all the time. Now, obviously, you've got to be careful of kickback. I did have a bit of kickback there. First time out, to be honest. Do remember, this comes with 3-year warranty. So if anything goes wrong in that 3 years, they'll sort it for you. And as for this beast itself, that is the best attachment you could possibly get. I haven't even used the strimmer. The strimmer is still in the box. And that whole setup there, including the strimmer, that was £300. Dare to say, if you can get hold of this model, it's still available, but it's very limited. For some reason, I mean, WORX, they must only order about 6 or 7 of these, because there's only ever 6 or 7 on the net, and then suddenly you go to buy one and they're gone. They go as fast as that. I think it's really good value for money. And that fast charger, if you've got any WORX products with those batteries, that charger is like bang on. I use it for everything. You just put it in there, pop them in, within 15 minutes, the big batteries are charged. Now this, once again, I think it's still in here, look. Still brand new, never used. Never need it. With that metal head, the only downside, and I'm going to tell you straight how it is, you have to sharpen the edges, okay? I'm continuously sharpening it. As you can see, the one side hasn't been touched. But look, where I clonk in odd things in the garden. You know what it's like. But it's well worth the money. If you can get that attachment on its own, well, I've looked for this because someone asked me previously, can I just get that attachment for my model? And I said, I don't know, because I believe this fits onto another model besides this one. But I'll do a long-term review on this. At least it gives you some idea of what's going on. Over here, you can see where I cut those branches off. I mean, there's one there, I cut that off, and that one up there, that sliced through. And was it this one over here, I think? Yeah, that. We sliced that one up. That one there, we did. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to do the whole lot. It'll take all day to do it properly, but it gives you some idea of that particular tool. Once again, for 89 quid, I think it's a bargain. Just to remind you what the number is, once again, that is a WAO222. There is another one you can buy as well, and it's the Hedge trimmer version. Again, it comes like this. I haven't bothered with that because I've got a pole hedge trimmer. So realistically, I didn't need it. And if you like this type of content, please subscribe and please share. And I regularly do lots of different things, tools, reviewing them. So, and also I do car products as well, which I review. So at least it gives you some idea. If you're coming to me and you see a review, you're going to get exactly what I tell you. If it's crap, I will tell you it's crap. But I'm going to tell you straight for anything, this equipment is the best on the market. Don't get me wrong, I don't think it's the cheapest in the world by a long shot. I'm sure you can find some at Chinese if this ain't already made in China or one of them countries. But needless to say, that itself, brilliant bit of kit. And also, if you want to get yourself one of these, cheapest chips, Amazon. I found that brilliant. It comes with all the bits and pieces. Definitely need those head things for your ears. God, it doesn't have cut down it. But that, 30 quid. You probably get it cheaper elsewhere, but I don't think you could go wrong with that. Got an eye protection unit on it as well. I'll put the link in the description, and then at least if you want to have a go. All the links for these things will be in the description. And, well, there you go. And we'll see you again very shortly on Auto Gleam Truths. Laters! So what's next? What shall I be chopping next? Look at that. Yeah, I think this is next, isn't it, over here? Yeah, I think that's next. This is going to be overgrown. So we'll have that chopped out.